Welcome back to another Minecraft video. I'm SnowyCom, and it has been such a long time since we've talked. Due to COVID, everything seems to have been messed up. My small YouTube career, video making, life without masks, mask without life? Is life without mask? Yes, I think so. I'm not really sure what I'm saying anymore. Nonetheless, it has been a really long 10 months, I want to say, and so much has changed, so much has gone on, and I promise I have a good reason, good reasons, few, of why I haven't posted videos, and I'll explain it later more in depth. But specifically, I was finishing school, COVID hit, looking for jobs during COVID, getting jobs during COVID, and lack of motivation once I finally got to that point. So we're going to go mining, and we'll kind of see what I talk about, and I'll explain to you all this crazy few months from me. And I'd love to see your comments on what you've had to endure during this time and what your changes are. Let's get mining. Alright, guys, now that I have your attention, I can talk about what has happened to me over the past 10 months. And as we all know, COVID has been majority of that. So personally, I was still in school, and I was finishing up my final year at a college, and everything was going great. I mean, grades were doing pretty well. I'm not going to say I was the best student all the time, but it was going well, and I knew that I had it in the bag, so to speak. And when COVID hit, we were sent home during spring break, technically. We were allowed to come back and pick up our stuff that week after. But we had the stress of, oh, now we're just going to hop right into online classes, which I personally never did online classes because I am terrible without like face to face. But that's something I had to overcome. And while at home during COVID and finishing up my school year, my focus started to fail. Uh, I actually began my YouTube videos during COVID and during at home time because I had more time on my hands. Well, so I thought. I was giving more time to this rather than my homework and the projects that were due. So I was very unfocused. I was failing, not really failing, but I was falling behind in classes, and I didn't want that. So, like into my fourth video of uh, YouTube, I said I need to stop, and I did, and I finished out school perfectly. I can't say I was a student, but I know I passed, and I graduated. Obviously, May 1st was our graduation, and that didn't happen. But I also missed September because still had to keep it canceled just out of a precaution for the incoming students. Didn't want just the possibility of exposure from one place to another, which I can understand. But that's for my school part. From school, we went into break time, kind of searching for jobs, but not really because we were hoping to still go on Disneyland trip, well, Disney World trip, and I wasn't too hopeful on that because of COVID being so fresh. But you're going to plan on it just in case. And that's what we did. And I took like a 2, 3 week synopsis, just kind of unfocused. I never really got back to my YouTube videos, obviously. I think I recorded maybe one or started to record one, but it clearly didn't happen. And I was falling behind, so I started looking for jobs and whatnot. And obviously, with COVID, things were a bit tougher in areas. So I got a very stressful federal job that I felt was unsafe and just it was over the top stressful in what I was doing, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I lasted about a month and a half. But with that, the job also was mandated 4 to 8 hours extra time every night almost. So I wasn't getting sleep, which made it unsafe, and my focus was clearly not going to be on YouTube because I was taking care of my body as much as I could with 5 days, almost 12 hours each day, maybe two 16-hour days, which I understand a lot of people work on, and I just don't understand it. I couldn't do it. It was too stressful. It was too unsafe in my mind's eye. So I had to get out of there. So when I did, I started looking for another job. Thankfully, a couple mentors that I reached out to, praise the Lord, sent me the same job not application, but article, news article, help wanted type of thing. Can't think of the word. But I was able to find this job and then in about a week and a half kind of have messages back and forth with the owner and then get the job by just going in one day off the cuff of going, I haven't heard from this gentleman. So I got another job and it's been wonderful. I've been with them for 3 months. Time flies during COVID, I guess. But it's been wonderful. So thankfully I've had that, but I never got back to Minecraft. I kind of played here and there because it's kind of my pastime, but I never really felt up to really recording again, which saddened me because I do enjoy the video recording part. I enjoy showing off what I can do and even having a little bit of fun for y'all. So I just had complete lack of motivation for the past 7 months, I want to say. I mean, obviously there are times that I attempted to record, never really got into it fully, so very incomplete recordings. So that's where we're left at with the upcoming segment where I'm going to show you all of the things that I have accomplished over the past months. So let's hop right into it, guys. Alright, guys. Now that we've talked about why I haven't been around and in the fact that I've gotten stuff done even though we don't have the video of it, let's go and check out those different farms that I've worked on and the different changes of this world due to 1.16. Let's hop into it. Woo! Alright, guys. So the first farm that I want to show you is the slime farm. Yeah, I swear I worked on it. Over there. Alright, so I went and found a nicer spawning zone. Is it slime chunk? Yeah, slime chunk. That I was able to utilize and even begin building upon. Which I clearly have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stories so far. The spawning rates don't seem that great. I don't know why, but I have a feeling if I researched it, I could find out where I'm supposed to stand to allow them to properly spawn. But I got 2 chunks in which they're able to spawn. I wonder if it's because of the glowstone. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But I actually have this. It's not completely finished because it was only up to, I think, 24. Height of 3, we're at, I'm not going to do the math. It's up to like the 24 or 25th level. And we have up to 40 Y to work with. So I think that would be about 3 or 4 more that we can fit in there. Maybe 5 if we can squeeze it in, because it's just got to be that bottom layer where they spawn. But yeah, I've gotten this set up. I don't remember who I checked out, but it's a fairly simple design in which you block off the spawning points. Well, block it off so you have these levels, and then you get iron golems, which are apparently their nemesis, and then they just jump to their death down here. Jump to their, yeah, gooey time for us. But yeah, it is a beautiful, look, go attack it. No, not me. You can't, See, that's why I need to set up another side here that they can kind of be split, because I think that center point's actually where they can see to. I don't think it can see me. It's just hopping over here. He's so cute. Go that way. Go that way. Or girl. But yeah, so I'm going to need to also add this same setup over here, over there, and then somehow have a connection point to this. So I don't know if I'd use the same minecart. For how slow it is, I think it would be worthwhile to just have the same minecart shoot over there, zigzag and zigzag back and come back. But we have 6 stacks and 11. So not bad at all. So now on to the next one. Next farm that we've worked on. Alright, now we're to my other farm, which is extremely quick and almost full, and this is run for, I think, 3 days max. Maybe 4 days. I don't know how many times I've stayed up at night and whatnot. Well, look how quick that is. I was thinking of making this taller. I don't need to make this taller. But yeah, I worked on this for a dreaded long time. Just because I knew what... Ah! Go kill this. You can do this, Snowy. Jump. Shift, shift. Jump, jump. Alright. So as we know, it is typical that they cannot grow next to something like that, where sugarcane can now. So as they grow, they connect to the iron bar or fence post, and it falls. So I had just a fun time of building it up and figuring out how to just get it to a hopper, which for how chests, otherwise this is going to get backed up, and that is not good. Not good at all. Maybe a disposal, but that's one of the many things that I've done. I mean, it's so simple, but I've never made one. And I was so happy, and I'm even more happy knowing how much this gets. And yeah, I'm happy with this. So cute. And it even... Yeah, I think remembering how I had to do it, it said to stop it like right here and still have that height. I was losing a lot because it was landing on top, so I just built it straight up. And then put lights up there so things can't spawn. So cool. Now on to the next change of this world. One of my favorite changes is the Nether. In the fact that I didn't realize that per seed, the same generation would essentially happen. So we're still up here in no man's land up here. And I guess there's probably still... I think there used to be just an island there and then it continued. So that might be a little bit different, but I can't remember that fully. But all it did... No. All it did was actually add the biomes, which is awesome. And where is that evil little crybaby? Bye. Now for the couple final farms and differences. Due to 1.16, as we all know, iron farms kind of became changed, broken up, destroyed, to the point that all you have to do is put some carpet down. I didn't know that. As far as I know, I've only lost one villager, but that is one of the differences. I did take time to work on this in another episode. I clearly did not finish if there's a villager missing, but that's also due to the other difference. Not much of a difference, but issue in 1.16 is from here. A very, very messed up version of... Okay, he's still making babies, though. I'm sorry, got sidetracked. They are making... Villager 93 and 24. I don't know. Nonetheless, due to 1.16, if someone didn't know, breeders are kind of broken. Therefore, there has to be a new version of setup, and I haven't taken my time to research it yet. It took me a while to figure out how to properly fix that, so though it was so simple. So, definitely want to work on this and move on from there. But let's go and I think talk about my last change here. All right, guys. So the final little difference that I have done in the past was the fact that I battled the Wither. So now I actually have a beacon, and I have a full set of blocks to fuel said beacon. It wasn't that climactic. It was fairly anticlimactic in words. So you didn't miss much out there. I just went down to the depths and battled them. But that's beside the point. Now that you've seen all of the differences and all of the changes so far, you understand that COVID has attacked and hindered a lot of things that has gone on. And I'm just thankful for those who are still following and are willing to wait for a video finally. So, I have a nice plan of attack, which is not that well. Actually, the villager trading hall maybe. But I have a plan of attack for next time. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you around.